Hello from Universal Studios. So what I'm here to do today is to continue a series that I've been doing on this channel where I let either a toy or a game determine my day at a theme park, and today I am letting Bop It decide my day at Universal Studios, Florida. So how this is going to work is this Bop It in particular, I think I got it from Five Below, like I've gotten a lot of my other toys and gizmos and gadgets and games. So I have 10 different open and available actions that I can actually create for this Bop It, and each one of these is going to be a different activity that I can do at Universal Studios today. So for example, if I change it to number 1, it says squeeze it to name your move. Ride Gringotts.
Now squeeze it and do your move. Squeeze it and make the sound effect. You made a new move.
Alright, so I walked up here by Rip Ride Rocket, which is currently down. Right now it looks like I want to finish the rest of my moves over here, but what I just created was this, Ride Gringotts. And it says Bop It to try.
Ride Gringotts.
Okay, did you hear that? So I created the move Ride Gringotts, and then I associated the move with that, which was me flicking a wand essentially, and then if I do it correctly, presumably, then it says the word that I associated with it. So I said, "Oh, like Voldemort." So that's what I'm going to do with all 10 of these spaces, and that is how I'm going to decide my day at Universal Studios today, hopefully, if the weather doesn't impact this.
I'm going to sleep.
Oh, and then it does that if I don't respond to it. It goes, "I'm going to sleep," which is sort of like a fun little inside joke that Brennan and I have.
Squeeze it and name your move.
Eat it, Leaky Cauldron.
Now squeeze it and do your move. Squeeze it and make the sound effect.
Bloody hell.
You made a new move. Squeeze it and name your move.
Ride Men in Black.
Now squeeze it and do your move. Squeeze it and make the sound effect.
Push the red button.
You made a new move. Squeeze it and name your move.
Get a snack.
Now squeeze it and do your move. Squeeze it and make the sound effect.
Nom 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 nom.
You made a new move. Squeeze it and name your move.
Eat at Minion Cafe.
Now squeeze it and do your move. Squeeze it and make the sound effect.
Banana. That was like a banana peel.
Squeeze it and name your move.
Ride E.T.
Now squeeze it and do your move. Squeeze it and make the sound effect.
Welcome home.
You made a new move.
Okay.
Squeeze it and name your move.
Ride Rocket.
Now squeeze it and do your move. Squeeze it and make the sound effect.
Asta.
You made a new move. Squeeze it and name your move.
Get a dessert.
Now squeeze it and do your move. Squeeze it and make the sound effect. You made a new move. Squeeze it and name your move.
Ride Mummy.
Now squeeze it and do your move. Squeeze it and make the sound effect.
The curse is real.
You made a new move. Squeeze it and name your move.
Ride King and Kodos.
Now squeeze it and do your move. Squeeze it and make the sound effect.
No.
You made a new move.
So I now have 10 different activities to do today at Universal Studios, Florida.
Ride Gringotts.
Ride Gringotts.
Eat a leaky cauldron.
Eat a Leaky Cauldron. Ride Men in Black.
Get a snack.
Get a snack.
Minion Cafe.
Eat a Minion Cafe. Ride E.T.
Ride Rocket.
Ride Rocket.
Get a dessert.
Get a dessert.
Ride Mummy.
Ride Mummy.
Ride King and Kodos.
And Ride King and Kodos. So the idea is that I'm going to play this, and when I mess up on one, the one that I messed up on is the attraction that I'm going to ride or the food that I'm going to eat. This is admittedly a little bit weird, so I'm gonna have to try to find a pretty private spot to actually play this game inside the park. All right, so I made it inside the park, and I think I'm going to go over here by guest services to play this for the first time. It seems pretty secluded over here. So I do need to try to remember the moves that I made. So Gringotts was a wand flick, Leaky Cauldron was stirring a cauldron, Men in Black was a vaporizer, Get a Snack was like a chomp 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 chomp, Minion Cafe was like peeling a banana, E.T. was like a bicycle handle, Ride Rocket was like a roller coaster, Eat a Dessert was like a tiny little soft serve swirl, Ride Mummy was like a horizontal to vertical because of the mummies, and then Ride King and Kodos was like a larger swirl. All right, so I practiced a little bit. I'm not incredibly confident, but this took a while to set up, so I'm excited to finally do something at Universal Studios today. So Bop It is about to determine my day at Universal Studios.
High score, 49. Righty team. Welcome home. Shout it.
Ah!
Bloody hell. Shout it.
Ah!
Get a stop. Right to left. Push the right button. Right up. Bop it. Yeah. Okay, no.
All right, so in addition to the ones that I created, I still have to shout it, bop it, and twist it. So those will definitely pop up as well. And to lose on a bop it is sort of embarrassing, so I'm going to try this again. All right, so I'm going to try this again. There is a high score on this because Brennan and I have played with this before and made some silly, funny moves, but I've erased them all so I can do this today at a theme park. But I would really like to do something now. It is so hot.
Bop it to start.
Okay,
High score, 49.
it's going to be a problem.
Bloody hell. Right to left. Bloody hell. Shout it.
Ah!
Right run. Bloody hell. Get a stop. Oh!
What?
I'm so sorry. Score 6.
Okay, so I'm getting a snack. I don't really know about the sensitivity of this, but I was finally told to go do something by getting it wrong, I guess. So I'm going to go get a snack. And I think I'm heading over to New York. Brennan and I explored the store the other day when we came to Minion Cafe for the very first time. This was the store that they had at City Walk in Hollywood. So that's pretty cool that it's actually here now. It seems like the options are a little bit more minimal than California, but I would like to get a snack. And I think I want to go to to New York to get it sort of around the corner. I think I want to get some pretzel bites. So this is the corner of Illumination Avenue now, I guess, and they're the characters that we missed the other day. They're from Sing, the pig and the gorilla from Sing, whose names I forget, but I did see the movie. So this would be a pretty perfect opportunity to get a snack over here at Bake My Day or Freeze Ray Pops. But I think I want something more savory. Also, that's why I sort of made the specific distinction between a snack and desserts as two different separate options on my Bop It. But I think I'm going over to Auntie Anne's to get one of my favorite theme park snacks, some pretzel bites with marinara sauce. It sounds like a Blues Brothers show starting around the corner, but this is Auntie Anne's right there. There's the Blues Brothers. They just showed up in their car right over there. I got my pretzel nuggets from Auntie Anne's there, my marinara sauce, and I'm gonna go try to find somewhere to eat this. All right, so I have my nuggets right here. I was really looking forward to just getting some sort of a food. I was hoping that would be what started my day today at Universal. I would have done a ride if I'd gotten a ride. But this is great. I also brought some drinks with me because it is just so hot today. So this is the alley that I had my pretzels in, and it sounds like there's another show happening right around the corner now. Universal just has so many shows recently. So because I've now gotten a snack, I can actually go to this one, and I can erase it.
Again to erase this move. Erased.
Okay, so I've erased an action to do. Okay, so I'm gonna try with my other hand to see if that's more challenging. It definitely will be in terms of bopping it.
High score, 49.
Okay.
Right to left. What? Oh boy. Score 0.
What? I did the... I'm riding Men in Black. That was the easiest one. This actually works out because I have not ridden Men in Black in a little bit, and it's a pretty fun ride. It has a single rider, which is nice. The majority of what I'd like to do today in terms of rides has a single rider. I did not add Fast and Furious Supercharged to my list, even though it does have a single rider line. I am okay not doing that today. Of course, this puts me in the very back of the park, the farthest I could possibly walk to get all the way back here. If I could, I would ride Men in Black and then maybe come back over here for lunch, do the Leaky Cauldron, or maybe to ride Gringotts. Although there's also King and Kodos Twirl and Hurl over there, so there's not necessarily just this in the back of the park, so that'll be somewhat convenient if I get one of those. This is somewhat of a quiet, shaded area over here. This might be a good place to come back and do my Bop It after I ride Men in Black. I don't have any idea if what they're working on over here is an extension of the Cinematic Celebration whatsoever. It would be really nice if wherever you stood in the lagoon you could see like the Cinematic Spectacular years ago, but I don't know, this probably just has something to do with like underwater piping or electrical. What will be nice about this is finally getting inside, getting some air conditioning for the first time today. Alright, so I put my stuff in the locker right over here, inside was definitely probably the best air conditioning in the entire park. This hallway. This is pretty cool. Just heading directly downstairs, right down the single rider lines. Didn't even take 5 minutes.
Emergency. Training sequence aborted. Hold your fire.
I've ever seen. It's just landed. If you're in Times Square or anywhere in the vicinity, we are picking up on a humongous onion. It's a big
Crisis mode engaged. Deploying subatomic thermal.
Alright, so I didn't do great, but I didn't do that terrible, right? Nice average in the middle. Okay, so I got my camera back out of the locker, and I have my Bop It. I don't know if you can hear this. So this is the Men in Black one, which I'm going to erase. Alright, I erased it. Alright, so now I'm coming into the old amphitheater area over here that is just going to be Halloween Horror Nights Theater now as opposed to do my next Bop It game. Alright, so I am back here by the entrance to the theater, and let's see where I go next.
Score, 49. Right to Gringotts. Bop It. Get a dessert. Get a minion cafe. Banana. Bop It. Right, mummy. The curse is real. Shout it.
Ah!
Shout it.
Ah!
Bop It. Righty T. Oh! Hashtag Bop It failed.
I forgot that I made ET into like the handlebars motion. I'm also drinking the Gatorade that I brought because it is just so hot. Seems like Simpsons is just replacing the entire land at this point. Just these walls are incredible. I did put Simpsons on my list because I don't want to ride this today. Maybe I'll come back and ride this a little bit later if I actually get it. This one was sort of an easy attraction that I was willing to ride today. I thought about adding getting a drink to my Bop It, but I don't know, at the same time, if I want to get a beverage, I should probably just get it and not subject myself to a Bop It in order to give myself permission, and it's just much better to hydrate today. I do regret not adding Fast Food Boulevard though. This would have been nice to eat at. I haven't eaten over here in a while. I do miss the entrance into Kids Zone over here. Look at these wait times. Rip Ride Rocket is a 20-minute wait, and ET Adventure is barely a 25-minute wait. What? This is where the sign used to be for Kids Zone. And now look at what this is. It's just a labyrinth to get to ET Adventure. Reminds me of when they were building Velocicoaster. So it looks like the entrance is back over here at the regular entrance. They are still working on Kids Zone, and the Woody Coaster is still completely intact, so that leads to believe that it's just going to be rethemed. And there is a little bit of a line back here, which is interesting because it's so far back here, right? Although this is some pretty good air conditioning too. This, Men in Black, and then Howard's Express. And it's slightly slow moving. Should be heading inside here in just a minute. That's actually interesting because that's the exit over there. This is the big show. That's where everybody exits after they ride the ride. Alright, I received my interplanetary passport right here. Time to ride ET. I think the last time that I did this, I know that I wasn't recording in 4K, which I am now, which again the resolution isn't necessarily 4K because I exported in 1080p, but it's still pretty fun to see what the quality looks like later.
Please lower the left bar to a snug position. Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Always remain seated while the vehicle is in motion. When the first seat comes around, the warning question will no flashing buttons. Bring him home, the green planet. When you force there, please lower the left bar to a snug
right now.
position.
We've got some unauthorized people entering the base. Wait, they down ET. They're getting away. Unit 3, cut them off.
E.T. Go to Tickley. Hurry. Welcome home. You have
You have saved our planet! Come, celebrate with us!
So this is what used to be the exit, just straight ahead, but now we go back inside, and this is where you get your passports over here. And this is so bizarre, heading back through the pre-show to head back outside. That was definitely the first, so that was sort of a unique experience. And now back through this interesting walkway over here next to the SpongeBob store and the Animal Actor stage. All right, so now I need to play Bop It again. I should probably go into Central Park to do this. There's probably a lot of space over there. I was thinking about going over here, but there's a show going on right now. All right, so I'm inside Central Park right now, and I need to cycle to this one right here.
Roll it again to erase this move. Erased.
Okay, there goes E.T. So E.T. sort of ended up taking a while, and I'm starting to get a sunburn. So what I think I might do is just do a couple more of these, and then after doing like 5 out of the 10 that I put on here, I think I'll probably head out at that point.
High score, 49.
So let's see how I do.
Get it zerked. Shout it.
Ah!
Bop it. Get it zerked. Right, Gringotts. Everybody get everyone. Roll it. Right, mummy. The curse is real. Right, Gringotts. Right, Gringotts. Bop it. Right, run. Asta. Shout it.
Ah!
Get it zerked. Eat it with your cauldron. Bloody hell. Get it in your cafe.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Banana. Shout it.
Ah!
Roll it. Get it in your cafe. Banana. Right in your gutters. Right in your gutters. Shout it.
Ah!
Squeeze it.
Squeeze it?
Yow.
Oh,
Bump it to
I didn't know
stop.
that was one. So I'm sitting down now, and I'll use my not dominant hand, so maybe that might impact something.
High score, 49. Bop it. Right, mummy. The curse is real. Right, mummy. The curse is real. Get it zerked. Roll it. Eat it with your cauldron. Bloody hell. Roll it. Eat it with your cauldron. Bloody hell. Bop it. Oh! Have a little reading with me, and let's try again.
I'm trying. All right, so now I moved into Central Park a little bit more.
High score.
Let's see if I can actually go do something now. I wish this sped up significantly.
Eat it with your cauldron. Bloody hell.
So now it's getting it a little bit easy.
Right to your gutters. Get it zerked. Eat it with your cauldron. Bloody hell. Bop it. Right, rocket. Oh! Way to go. Score 6.
I always forget about that one. That's the one that I know the least. But I have not ridden Rocket in a while. I'm done. So I'm heading over to ride Rip Ride Rocket. It's all done. some pretty significant rides today at Universal. I really sort of wanted to eat, so I'm glad that I at least got a snack over at Auntie Anne's. I don't know if you heard that, but my Bop It's going to sleep. But I think I'm heading over to, well, I think I want to get some water over here first at one of the refillable Coke Freestyle machines. All right, so I just used these Freestyle machines to refill my Gatorade bottle, and now I'm heading over to Rip Ride Rocket. Mel's is closed right now, which is interesting. This actually would have been on my Bop It, probably because we went to the actual Mel's, or one of them, in Hollywood, so this would have been fun to not really compare, but just to go back to Mel's here. Passing back past the new Illumination area over here, Illumination Avenue, over by Minions. No characters at the moment, and obviously I cannot record it all under Ride Rocket, so you might just have to take my word for it that I wrote it. There goes the car right now, and I'm heading into the single rider line, so let's see how long that is. The regular line's a 20-minute wait right now. Single rider says that it's open. There are the trains right there. It won't be too long before I'll be able to walk over here for Halloween Horror Nights, but right now I'm heading over the lockers, and then go up here, ride Hollywood Ride Rocket. I still don't know if I should do the regular line or the single rider line, so I decided to get into the single rider line, and I was the 5th person in line. I waited all of about 2 to 3 minutes for that, so that was phenomenal. I sat in the back row, which was very intimidating, making it all the way up there because it sort of pauses now at the very top, so that's kind of scary. This is like a rotary phone to cycle through to what I just did to erase it. Okay, that's what this one is.
Roll it again to erase this move. Erase.
Okay, that was
Empty.
kind of embarrassing. So now I'm heading over to the Minion Cafe to do this one final time, just to find a spot in the shade somewhere over here. So this is my last time doing this, whatever this ends up being, whatever ride, whatever place to eat. I'm really tired, it's so sunburned, but this has been so much fun. This has been really unique,
High score.
at least I think. I never beat the high schooler. I wish this sped up. I can't hear it. Gringotts.
Shout it.
Ah!
Roll it.
It's so hard to hear.
Roll it. Shout it.
Ah!
Bop it.
Now.
Oh, that was fantastic. Score.
Ride Gringotts, right? That was sort of hard to hear. I tried to do it at the last second. I took it all the way back to Gringotts. I'm done. I tried to sit over here and sort of will it into existence to eat at the Minion Cafe, but not today. So I'm heading all the way back to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Diagon Alley, and hopefully doing the single rider line for Gringotts. I haven't done Gringotts in a while, so I'm not mad about it. And we did just do Mummy 2, and we also did Minion's Cafe, so this kind of worked out. I specifically came to Universal today to actually get some lunch, and I never ended up getting any lunch. My lunch today was Auntie Anne's. I also never got to get a dessert, which I totally would have gotten an ice cream because it's so hot today. I swear I just walked this way too, didn't I? See, it is too hot even for sarcasm today, but I made it over to London, and I hope that the wait time for, oh, I can already feel just like the AC coming off of Arts Express. I hope the wait time isn't too bad. All right, heading into Diagon Alley right now for the reveal. And there's Gringotts. I've got a new wristband for my Apple Watch, and it's so hot, it's melting all over my wrist. So the regular wait time is 45 minutes, but let's see if the single rider line is both open and less of a wait. So it does look a little busy in here in the bank right now, just for the regular line. The single rider, I'm heading down this dark and spooky hallway, grabbing my goggles right here. So far, I don't see the end of the line, which is definitely a good sign. So this is where the single rider ends, which is just the stairwell to get up on the platform. So I've been incredibly lucky with the single rider today. And about 20 minutes later, getting on to my flying to see from Gringotts right now.
Defenses have been set up. There must be imposters in Gringotts. Bellatrix.
Are these the imposters?
I don't think so, Madam Strange. I can't be sure.
Well, let's try and find out then.
Here we go! Hang on!
Gringotts in about half an hour or so. So I've done it. I've read in Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts, which wasn't too terrible of a wait, but the ride was fun. I have not done it in a little bit, but I am tired. I don't know if I've ever noticed that tiny little table up there on the roof for Florian Fortescue's ice cream parlor. That's cool. This was fun though. I wish I would have been able to eat somewhere, but all the rides that I got to do were not terrible waits whatsoever. It was a pretty fun, I think, and kind of unique way to do this. Of course, as the sun actually starts to go down is when it gets comfortable, which is when I'm leaving. Universal just has so many different set enhancements going on. This is also a narrow walkway. Today at Universal, there's been a lot of those. Ultimately though, it's been a beautiful day at Universal. Very hot and has me very nervous about the coming weeks and months. I've been feeling a little bit behind on my Universal trips recently, so I'm trying to catch up. The last time we came to Universal was specifically for Universal Studios and not Islands of Adventure, but that was sort of because of a particular reason. We really wanted to see the Minion Cafe and then also the Tribute Store. I'm sure that the next time that I come back to Universal to be more Halloween Horror Nights announcements, probably. That's not really my personal forte, just talking about Halloween Horror Nights, talking about house and scare zone locations and all of those particular updates, every single new little touch added to the parks. But I'm excited to see just Halloween Horror Nights in general this year, just updates as they come, you know. Next time we come back, we're gonna have to go into the Tribute Store again, and there might be a little bit more, hopefully, room to walk around in there. I'm also interested in VillainCon over here. That could open up really at any time. I don't know. It could be announced or it could just be a surprise. See? All these walls, they have a Universal. Right now, they're just sprucing it up before Epic Universe. What's sort of fun is that this actually challenges me just to make something different, because I don't like to replicate like the toy or game challenges that I do at the theme parks. So I know you're going to sleep. You're always going to sleep. But yeah, so this is fun. So I don't anticipate doing this at any of the other parks. Really, the one was just the Magic 8 Ball. So that was my day at Universal, determined by a Bop It, which was a very random experience. I had fun. I think this was pretty much a success. It was a bit of a challenge at the beginning just to get this set up, and then just like the weather, just the heat was just obviously just like the most challenging part of this challenge, more so than this. But I'm glad that I did it. I wish that I had gotten to go to a restaurant. I'm glad that I had some sort of a snack, but I got to ride some rides, and thankfully the rides were very reasonable with the single rider wait times. So I had a good time. It was fun, and yeah, thanks for letting me do random weird stuff like this. It's fun. But I'll see you soon. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.